Welcome back to another edition of Home Climbing Wall TV. I'm your host, Chris Gonzalez, and in today's episode, we're headed to Woodland Park, Colorado to see what a licensed contractor and search and rescue volunteer comes up with for their own build. So let's get to it.
Welcome to Woodland Park, Colorado. My name is Mitch, and this is my climbing wall. We fell in love with this house because of the storage inside and the big yard outside. When we bought it, there was a tumble down woodshed back here. Immediately, I threw a wall on it because every place I've lived since about 1999, I've put a climbing wall up. So part of it is I love to build and tinker and play. The other part is I love to climb. This guy is the second iteration of this wall. The first one just wasn't great, and it was too steep for my kids, which half the excuse of building it and spending more money on it was, it'll be for the kids. So this new one cleaned it up a little bit, made it a little prettier, and then at the same time it was part of the renovation of the inside of the woodshed, which we'll show you guys later. The wood is not initially treated, it's not outdoor, but it was treated both sides with the same house stain that we use on our house and our deck to protect it. A lot of the materials I'm still working on getting finished up because except for the three main sheets were built with leftovers from jobs that I was working on. So a very cost-efficient way to go is to be a builder and then use scraps to build your climbing wall. The top 2x6 is anchored into the rafters of the shed with reinforcements behind it. There's just some easily drivable, heavy shear strength bolts up there just to practice with belaying with the kids. The metal roofing keeps it very dry. It's rare that it gets wet and stays wet for more than a couple hours after a rain because it's Colorado, it dries out very, very quickly. Every once in a while, some of the little jibs and stuff will crack because they just get so much abuse outdoors. If you do build one with outdoor materials, make sure you fill all the screw holes with screws. Don't skimp on your T-nuts. You get cheap T-nuts, you get cheap results. That's one thing I wish I would have done differently is gotten a better quality T-nut. Every once in a while, you'll find some spinners. Don't commit fully to holds, just like when you're climbing in the real world, until you know it's not gonna spin on you, because all the expansion and contraction can loosen them up. The landing, Astro Turf, Colorado doesn't have grass in very many places. So the Astro Turf just keeps things cleaner. Especially you when you fall off, your kids when they're playing on it. Been out here for 3 years, it still looks pretty much brand new. Highly recommend that, and then just throw a crash pad down if you're gonna be really cranking and pushing the limit. If you look above, there's a big ladder up there for some Spartan training. It's a nice transition to the wall. Worked great for Spartan training a few years ago. It does go up and down. It's just no knot, friction hitch. You don't need to do any crazy tie-offs or anything. It makes it real easy to adjust.
This episode is brought to you by Gravity Nerds, DIY volume kit specifically designed for the home wall enthusiast. Their kits come with precision cut and beveled volume faces, plus all the hardware. You save big by doing the assembly and finishing yourself. Spend less and send more with Gravity Nerds.
The big rope here, obviously just for rope climbing. It's really nice. Work on your technique. My daughter just hit the monkey club again because we have this to trade on. If you look at the platform up there, you can kind of see some of my roots as a ropes course builder, but we'll use that platform for introductory rappelling for my search and rescue team. We'll come back here, have a barbecue, teach people how to rappel out of the tree. We'll do rope ascending, descending on the big cable up there. Just makes a really nice training venue for the rest of the unit that is getting into climbing. There is a zip line through the trees over there. Kids have been playing on it for 10 years. Hooking up her own zip line, putting her own harness on and sliding down the wire. It's been pretty cool. Because of what we put inside the building of the climbing wall, all the tools had to come outside. This is trail maintenance material and work materials. So it's nice to have them outside and slightly organized. I did do some little jibs and side pulls and whatnot up here just to extend the range of the wall, just so you can reach over there and then work your way around. It takes this 12-foot face and makes it almost 20 feet if you can reach over there, wrap all the way around, boulder across the door, just work your way all the way around. The upgrade of the climbing wall came with an upgrade of the interior of the building, which is why all the tools are out of there. Almost everything in here is leftover wood from building projects. So leftover hardwood floor on the wall, leftover blue stained pine tongue and groove. I grew up where everyone had a sauna in their house or in their backyard. It was like a little extension of Finland. So having a sauna really helped with mental health, physical recovery. When you live at 8,500 feet, you don't often get the opportunity to train where it's 100 degrees. So when we go ride in Pueblo, this is really nice to get in a couple weeks before. If you're gonna put a sauna on the back of your climbing wall, get the automatic thermostat, everything, push it, you go inside, watch sports for a while, come back out, and it's set to go for you. We've got our stove with the rocks on here. Cedar walls, half blue stained pine. It smells lovely in here. We mix a little essential oil with some of the sauna water, and it just, it cleans out your sinuses, gives you just a really wonderful experience in here. And then when we do have snow on the ground, you do the traditional run and jump out into the snow. We had enough snow a few years ago. I was able to boulder up, back flop off the top of the climbing wall and run back in here dripping with snow. So highly recommend. Thanks for checking out the fake rock. We'll see you on the real rocks. It's sauna time.
Thanks so much to Mitch for showing us around your home wall, to Gravity Nerds for making this episode possible, and of course to you, our viewers, for subscribing right here on YouTube and making sure to check out all the other tours we have in both Season 1 and Season 2 right here on Home Climbing Wall TV. Thanks again, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.